Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly market updates. I'm Shaurik Khargawat. For yet another week, Indian markets remained in a range. It has been 6 consecutive weekly expiry when Nifty has traded in the range of 500 to 700 points. The markets are stuck in a range with heightened volatility as we have seen higher and the lower band of the range multiple times. एंड सभी के दिमाग में एक ही क्वेश्चन है कि ये आखिर दीवार टूटती क्यों नहीं है. It's not that there were no cues. In fact, we have witnessed the most crucial events right from the international to domestic ones, starting from India-Pakistan conflict and then followed by RBI double bonanza of CR rate cut and interest rate cuts, followed by FOMC meeting outcome, and now the ongoing war between Iran and Israel. This war has been escalated when Israel has launched on the June 13th the Operation Rising Lion against the Iranian nuclear and military sites, and it has taken out many high-ranking officials of the Iranian army and the nuclear scientists. Iran has also retaliated very aggressively with the barrage of missiles on the Israeli cities. However, most of them got intercepted with the help of US defense systems. Initially, US stayed on the sidelines, बट इस कहानी में ट्विस्ट आया जब प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप G7 समिट से बीच में ही छोड़कर वॉशिंगटन वापस चले गए. And now the President Trump has given 14 days of ultimatum to Iran to start and enter into a negotiation, failing which there would be a US military action against Iran. In case if US decides to enter in this war, then definitely it would send shockwaves among the global economy, and India in particular, as we are directly impacted and affected with the prices of crude oil. For Indian economy, the prices of crude oil plays a very important and vital role. And from past 2 weeks, we have seen the crude prices soaring to almost 18% because of the reason that Iran is the third largest producer among the petroleum exporting countries. And if this war escalates further, then there might be a disruption of supply through the Strait of Hormuz. For this week, both the frontline indices Nifty and Bank Nifty have closed with significant gains to the tune of almost 1 to 1.5% on week-on-week basis. हालांकि हमने वीक की शुरुआत मंडे को काफी नेगेटिव सेंटीमेंट के साथ की थी बिकॉज ऑन फ्राइडे सेशन वी हैव सीन द लेवल्स ऑफ 24,475 on Nifty 50, but after that we have recovered a bit, and throughout this week we have traded between the range of 24,500 and 25,000 on the higher side. But in today's session, Nifty has successfully closed above the level of 25,000, and the closing would be 25,119 on the week-on-week basis. On the opposite side, in broader indices, mid-cap and small-cap have seen some kind of profit booking this week, and finally witnessed a kind of pause in the upward trend which has been continued since past 1 month. इस हफ्ते मिड कैप ने नेगेटिव 0.39% और स्मॉल कैप ने नेगेटिव 1.07% के रिटर्न्स क्लॉक किए ऑन वीक ऑन वीक बेसिस. For this week as well, IT has outperformed all other sectors with gains of 0.52% on week-on-week basis. नंबर 2 और नंबर 3 पे कंजम्पशन एंड प्राइवेट बैंक सेक्टर रहे जिसमें 0.03% और 0.01% के गेन्स क्लॉक हुए. नेगेटिव साइड पे मेटल्स रहे जिन्होंने वीक ऑन वीक बेसिस पे 3.75% के नेगेटिव रिटर्न्स दिए, और नंबर 2 पे रहे PSU बैंक्स विथ नेगेटिव रिटर्न्स ऑफ -3.66%. For this week, silver has cooled off after witnessing a significant rally of almost 12% in past 2 weeks. This week, silver, after touching the high of 1,09,000 on MCX, has cooled off and closed at the level of 1,06,000 levels. वहीं गोल्ड में इस हफ्ते थोड़ी कमजोरी देखी गई और वीक ऑन वीक बेसिस पे ऑलमोस्ट 2% के नेगेटिव रिटर्न के साथ गोल्ड बंद होता हुआ देखा गया. Brent crude oil for this week as well has continued with its upward rally and clocked almost 3+% of gains on the week on week basis. The rise in the prices of crude oil is due to the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel, and the double tanker raids and ships avoiding the Strait of Hormuz are the main contributing factor for the price surge. ईरान से एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स मोस्टली हॉर्मुज स्ट्रेट से होकर गुजरते हैं, और एक वाइड स्प्रेड कंसर्न है कि दैट ड्यू टू दिस वॉर दिस सप्लाई चेन माइट गेट डिसरप्टेड. For a surprise this week, FIs have turned net buyers on the Indian cash markets and they have bought more than 700 crore rupees of stocks in the cash market. वहीं DIs की बाइंग कंटिन्यूसली बरकरार है और इस हफ्ते भी उन्होंने करीब 14,000 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा के स्टॉक्स कैश मार्केट में खरीदे. On the derivative side as well, FIs have not added any more shorts to their existing positions. However, they are not able to capitalize on their short positions also. As markets are stuck in a range, they still continue to hold more than 1 lakh shorts on the index futures. Global markets remain edgy for this week due to the ongoing conflict in the West Asia and already struggling to end the trade war. Now this geopolitical uncertainty has added to their concerns. वहीं यूएस के इकोनॉमिक डेटा भी काफी नेगेटिव साइड पर रहे और फेड चीफ जेरोम पावेल ने लेटेस्ट एफओएमसी मीटिंग के बाद यूएस के ग्रोथ प्रोजेक्शन को भी फर्दर कटिल किया है. Once again, US Fed has kept the rate unchanged and gave a possibility of 2 possible rate cuts in this year. Now it seems that members of FOMC have a difference of opinion. जहां एक तरफ कुछ members का मानना है कि रेट कट की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, वहीं कुछ का मानना है कि इस साल में करीब 2 रेट कट्स होनी चाहिए. After the outcome of FOMC meeting, once again President Trump has put question mark over the credibility of the Fed chief. And this time he has gone to the lowest level by calling the Fed chief Jerome Powell as stupid and said that I would have done a better job if I would have become a Fed chief. And for this week, Dow Jones have clocked negative returns of almost 1.32%. वहीं डेक्स जर्मनी ने वीक ऑन वीक बेसिस पे नेगेटिव 1.34% रिटर्न दिए और नेस्डैक भी 0.49% के रिटर्न के साथ ऑलमोस्ट फ्लैट लाइन पे बंद हुआ. The ongoing feud between the NSE and BSE for weekly expiry has finally come to a halt with the decision of SEBI giving the Tuesday expiry to NSE and Thursday expiry to BSE. साथ ही सेबी ने यह भी क्लियर कर दिया कि इसके बाद एक्सचेंजेस की एक्सपायरी में कोई चेंजेस नहीं होंगे बिकॉज वंस दे नाउ दे हैव अलॉटेड द एक्सपायरी डेज दे हैव टू स्टिक बाय इट. एचडीबी फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज जो कि एचडीएफसी बैंक की एक सब्सिडरी है उसे फाइनल नोट मिल गया है सेबी से अपना आईपीओ लॉन्च करने के लिए एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द बिगेस्ट एवर आईपीओ फ्रॉम एनी एनबीएफसी. आईपीओ का साइज है 12,500 करोड़ रुपए का जो कि जून 25 से 27 के बीच में ओपन होगा सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए. प्राइस बैंड रखा गया है 700 से 740 पर शेयर. आईपीओ की 12,500 करोड़ रुपए में से 2500 करोड़ का फ्रेश इशू है और 10,000 करोड़ का ऑफर फॉर सेल. This is it for this week. We'll come up with more information next week. Till that time, stay tuned with us. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.